G'day people, that's here coming from the shores of Lake Illawarra. My doctors said I need to probably do a little bit more exercise because, as you know, exercise can do wonders for your mental health. Who am I to argue with the doctors? The reason I come to this side of the lake is, as you can see, it's pretty peaceful, pretty quiet. There's not many people who use this part of the cycling track. On nice days, I've been to, the popular walking tracks in Wollongong and places like that, but those sorts of walks tend to do more harm than good for me because you might be walking along a track and it's just packed, you get too close to people, I get anxious, I get angry, and more so, bikes and people seem to sneak up to you from behind. So I found myself just looking over my shoulder the whole time, just walking like this, and how's that peaceful? How's that going to do you any good? So hence why I come to quiet areas. It's a beautiful walk, as you can see. It's beautiful weather. So on that topic, what do you guys do for exercise? And is there certain exercises that you find more beneficial for your well-being than others? It's all about, as you know, it's one or two strategies, I suppose, where you can get mindfulness out of the activity and you're also grounding yourself at the same time. I'm pretty limited to what exercise I can do though. I've got physical injuries that prevent me from doing certain types of activities. I could do that, but I'm too fat. And who likes getting tired and sweaty these days, eh? But yeah, things I used to enjoy: boxing, hitting a punching bag, taking the stress out on that, golf, surfing. With my physical injuries, I can't do that sort of stuff anymore, and I'm shattered because I can't do it, but you gotta do what you can do. Gotcha, mate, thanks.
Good morning.
G'day, how are you? Morning. Yeah. That's all of them. Put my heart rate up. Yeah, at least they give a nice bell ring to say they're coming through, which is good. Where was I? Yeah, what do you guys do for exercise? As you can see, I'm just doing a casual stroll. It's not, not going to make me fit in any way, but it's all about clearing the mind, getting out in nature. Actually, on that note, I've actually started to get a few bits and pieces of equipment together. Been researching freediving. Now, when I told my wife about that, she was a bit hesitant at first. Funny story, she automatically thought that freediving was the same as cliff diving. No. I'm going to save a few pennies and put it towards an actual certified freediving course, because something dangerous like that, you got to be taught the right way to do it. So it's a mindfulness technique that I'm looking at getting into. Diving into the depths of the ocean, getting back in the ocean is going to be a bit of in vivo exposure for me. Yeah, for those of you who don't know about or don't know what in vivo exposure is, it's a strategy that certain traumas can be related to certain activities, and obviously if you're triggered by that, people tend to just avoid going to those places or doing those things just so they're not triggered. So the idea behind in vivo exposure is slowly, just sort of like just dipping your toe in the water, so to speak. One of my biggest triggers is the ocean and large seas. So I rarely even swim in the ocean. If I do these days, it's, you know, when it's on calm, really calm conditions. So obviously if your brain relates a certain activity to trauma and you avoid that activity, well, it's reinforcing your thoughts that doing that activity, something bad's going to happen. So with in vivo exposure, you know, more often than not, nothing bad's going to happen. So you slowly train your brain to think, or to realise yeah. Anyway, where was I again? Yeah, so the idea is to take baby steps, you know, slowly get back into that activity, train your brain to know that, you know, nothing bad's going to happen. So I thought about doing a freediving course because, you know, works a lot on breath techniques, breathing, and I'm getting back in the water. So I know under the correct guidance and training, I'm going to do it safe, and yeah, I'm sure nothing bad's going to happen. So that's the plan anyway. So yeah, this is going to be a relatively short video because I haven't had the capacity to go out travelling much lately. I've had a fair bit on, so I've been a little bit overwhelmed with just life admin and boxes I've got to keep ticking. So yeah, leave a comment if you have an activity that you think I might enjoy, or tell me what you enjoy and what you do to get back into nature and, you know, practice your mindfulness grounding. All right, thanks for listening, guys. See ya. Actually, the video is not going to be as short as I first anticipated. I realised I've got some old footage from a trip I did with my brother and his mates. Travelled all the way up to a place called Ford's Bridge, which is way out the back of Burke. So did a little bit of footage on the way to that, just as a bit of a test, I suppose. I planned on eventually doing the YouTube channel, but it was even before I bought Norm. So free four-wheel drive day, so it's in my old Vito van and on a crappy camera that I had at the time with no stabilization sort of features. So be warned if you get motion sickness. But yeah, I think most of the footage is at a stopover, an overnight I did on the way at a place called Dunn's Swamp Campground in Werribee National Park, I think it is. So yeah, it was a good little camp spot, so I'll tuck it on the end of this video.
Trip's been going pretty good so far. I love driving, so I think we're just this side of Lithgow. Next stop will be the campsite. I think the map said we'll probably get there at about 2 o'clock, so not sure if I'll have much reception there, but yeah, it's a bit overcast, but I'm sure we'll still have a pretty good time. Just taking a Castlereagh Highway. That weather doesn't look great, especially over there. Not sure if I'm going to be setting up or camping in wet weather. Should test out a new tent anyway. What is it? We're on track for 2:30 at Duns Swamp Campground, so should have plenty of time of daylight to set up and film some more when we get there. And the rain's here. Does look a little bit brighter on the horizon, so hopefully it's just one big cloud and I can drive through it. We'll soon see. This is not ideal camping weather. Tell you what, my tent better not leak. Otherwise I'll be putting everything in the van out in the mud, and I'll be setting up my bed inside the van. I don't know if it'll catch it, but just driving through Candos. We're 32 k's away from the campsite, and there is lightning. Just see the occasional flash of lightning. So hopefully it's a fast-moving storm. Okay, so if the rain doesn't get any worse than this, so I think I'll be able to stand it without getting too annoyed or cranky. We are 10 kilometres out, sort of coming into the hilly areas, and I'm guessing all these rock structures and mountains are part of the Wellbeing National Park. Quite nice actually. Showing better weather. The road is crazy bumpy too. This is actually a better part of the road. We've got much worse than this back there. A bit dirt road. Oh, I hope it doesn't get soft getting out of here tomorrow. I don't have four-wheel drive. Well, I'm here, but I didn't download an offline map, so luckily I found an information place on site 3. But I've pretty much drove around the whole place looking for site 3 until I found this information base. So we're gonna head towards Kookaburra Beach, which is down that way. A few drops of rain, but not too bad. Or actually, it's getting heavier. I better set up camp. Okay, I'm finally set up. I need to sort out the van a little bit better. Just going to tidy up so I can pack things away quickly, but this is home for tonight. Duns Swamp Campground. Site 3, they're pretty big. Can't beat a comfy bed. Yeah, it's been drizzling on and off, but nothing to get you too soaked. But one thing is, I brought my Oz pig. Cook a steak on tonight, but I don't know, I might still light it up and then just bring it under the cover tonight so it doesn't get rained on, and I've only just cleaned all the surface rust off it. I've got a flue that sort of goes in a bit of a bend, so I can sort of have it under a little bit out to here. I've got free firewood.
up here. I didn't get any on the way in because the van's pretty packed, but I brought some bags, so I thought whatever I use tonight I might just replace on the way out tomorrow. Anyway, I might have a beer, maybe even go for a walk down to the water. Plenty of amenities. Just toilets, they're just pit toilets. Each campsite has a fire pit. The only thing I found, I booked a like a camper van site because I wanted to have the van next to the tent because of all my fridge and stuff. But I don't know if the actual campsites, because there's parking where you walk into the campsites, but I don't know if they're any different. But even the hex pegs that I was trying to drill into the ground were just the ground's so hard and rocky. Most of them I just had to get in part way, and I'm only here for one night, so it doesn't really matter. I'm pretty protected from the wind. And the rock formations are good. Wow. This is nice. I don't know how the mozzies are going to go with me tonight. Brought the rod for when we're down at Ford's Bridge, but I don't know if I flick in here. It doesn't seem very deep. Huh. The wallaby having a drink. Or a swim, by the look of it. Oh, this obviously is the spot where I can get some reception, like check in with the family. I've got nothing at my site. A good place to bring a kayak. This is the day use area, I think. Just picnic tables, fire pits, barbecues. Very nice, very peaceful. That's what I like. No people, no crowds. Just at, I think, near Wellington. Going past a canola field.